Hi guys, Bruno Ver from TBS World again, and today we have nobody less than Alejandro Regojo from BitcoinGold, one of the founders of BitcoinGold. Hi Alejandro, how are you doing?
Hi Bruno, how are you? Nice to have me here involved in TBS World, and thank you very much for helping us to spread the word of blockchain.
Thank you so much for taking the time for this interview, and it's really nice that we will have you as one of the speakers at TBS in Brussels. Alejandro, tell me, how long have you been in the blockchain industry, and what attracted you to this industry?
As far as I know, 99% of people who realize the power of blockchain is because they started with Bitcoin, as happened to me. I don't know anyone who started directly with blockchain. You first meet Bitcoin, and then you can like it or not. You can start a new or different or opposite project, but the first blockchain approach is to Bitcoin and Bitcoin technology. And this is how during my degree in university, even before I met BitcoinGold, not only the technology, I met the idea in me as an economist. I got the point of view of a digital peer-to-peer, inconfiscable, all the things about Bitcoin that could be also as a conditional on also as a feature of blockchain itself. And then I diversified as an economist mind in blockchain and in funding models, STOs, and so on. Just going in a different way to Bitcoin. Also, I am developing things in Bitcoin, still in BitcoinGold, but also with my new projects. And actually, the idea to blockchain is to connect the world. You can do it in a company level or in economic level, in this case, Bitcoin.
Okay, and we've seen in the past years many new cryptocurrencies coming up. What's your opinion on all these cryptocurrencies, and do you think they will all survive?
Here, there is two big approach in the crypto community, in crypto Twitter, and the best approach is the one of the main ones is the maximalist approach. So they will tell you that every coin will die and only Bitcoin will survive. This is as a mistake as thinking that 10,000 coins will survive. We don't need to speak about coins. It's much easier to understand what is going to happen with these 3,000 cryptocurrencies if you try to understand it as what they are. And 99% of those cryptocurrencies are actually startups. They are startups who has tokenized all their back office, but they are startups. And you cannot say that all the cryptos or all the tokens will die, because if you say this, what you are saying is that the personal initiative of all these entrepreneurs, no one will succeed. And this doesn't happen in a startup. The success rate is 3, 4, 5, 6, wherever you want, of the percentage of the total. But if you take care of all these cryptocurrencies as startups who raise money in a different way, so their assets are tokenized, so they are called cryptocurrencies, you have to assume that most of them and a lot of them will succeed. And like any other startup, a lot will die.
Okay, and we know you as the co-founder of BitcoinGold, and often it's also a startup, and often I get the question from people. So we have the speaker from BitcoinGold, and could you ask him why did they decide to do the fork? So basically, my next question is to you. So why did you decide, or why did your team decide to do the fork? Alejandro.
Actually, what happens to came up with BitcoinGold, it's actually difficult to explain, because we merge a lot of people, a lot of ideas, a very big problem, threat from Bitmain, a freight boat from Bitcoin Cash. What I mean is, a lot of things happened to, how to say, to came up with Bitcoin Gold project, which is how it is right now. So it's very difficult to explain in 2-3 minutes, but the main idea is to try to mine Bitcoin Gold in a decentralized way again. This is the main reason, and it was a problem when we launched Bitcoin Gold. And now we have enough people who understood that a friendly version of Bitcoin, call it Bitcoin Gold, it could be an option, because there is still people who cannot access to ASIC miners to join the Bitcoin community, so they just proceed and go to Bitcoin Gold as a much cheaper and faster way to start in the mining side of Bitcoin ecosystem.
Okay. I get to my last question for today, and people who have more questions for you, they will definitely be able to meet you at the conference in Hofterloonst in Kampenhout, next to Brussels. So my last question is, why after we've been in touch did you decide to join TBS World? What attracted you to say, okay, you know what, I'm joining as a speaker for TBS World?
When you're an entrepreneur, one of the most complicated things is to raise money. And blockchain technology with ICOs, EAOs, STOs, or whatever technology your country allows to use or apply, it becomes probably the best system, and also the best use case for blockchain right now, which I know, traceability, wherever you want. But the best thing, the most useful thing is to send your tokens, sell your tokens, fund your mission, your vision, fund your company, and then to have second markets in even before to launch your project, to have second markets and to be tradable in spot markets worldwide. And this is why I joined this side of blockchain, the side that helps companies to be tokenized very easily, and to, as they are tokenized, they can go to the market, they can fund, and they can raise money. And this is why I have been involved in STOs, sometimes as an advisor, sometimes as a consultant. But I think this is today the most powerful use case for chain in regarding a company, regarding creating a company, or just rolling it.
Okay. That didn't really answer my question, but it's okay. You gave us a bit more insights on that part. Why did you decide to join our conference? Why did you say, okay,
yeah,
Bruno,
I'm
coming to your conference as a speaker?
Yeah, actually, as I am focused now in this part of the use cases of blockchain, I try to attend the events who are covering these kind of topics, which are not a lot actually, because a lot of authors are focused in ICOs, which are like the old STOs. And every time I have an opportunity to explain my point of view of how to merge a company with blockchain as a service, I just definitely accept it.
Okay. Thank you so much, Alejandro, for your time. People who have questions for Alejandro, who have suggestions of people I should interview in the future, drop down here the name or your questions. If you want to meet Alejandro, just get your tickets for TBS World June 12th, and you'll be able to meet Alejandro in Kampenhout by Brussels. Thank you so much for watching, and see you later. Bye-bye.
Thank you very much.